Alright, we're sitting here with 71 Monte Carlo. Next segment is this. Today, I'm going to be pulling this apart. I'm going to try to show you how to get to your bumper bolts. Don't be alarmed, folks, most of them will break. I want to get these fenders on a stand so I can start working them. I can get most of the body work worked out. We're going to omit our side markers because the side markers go in trim and we're omitting the trim. So the goal today is to get this bad boy stripped down, front end stripped down. We're going to have the radiator core support, all this shit. All this stuff stays. All these belongings stay up here. We can paint them right on the vehicle. Not a big deal. This is Smith Welding Restoration. I am your oft times puzzled host, Adam Kniffin. Be sure to stick around. Show up on Sundays. I post Sunday vlogs. We're going to stop a lot of the shop banter and chatter during our... I don't want to call these tutorials. I'm just showing you how I do this stuff, okay? I'm going to clean up my language and my behavior, and we're going to get a little more professional on these segments. You guys will see some cool stuff coming along. I want to give a little more articulate, sophisticated view on these restorations. You know, I happen to be a professional at this. I want to give all you folks out there something professional to view. I can be a ranting teenage kid in my shop, screaming and cussing and yelling, and that's cool. You'll get some of those. They will be in separate segments, just for me to vent, rant, and all you guys to give feedback. But right now, we're going to bugger around with this. Alright, so the bumper came off easy enough for us. What you've got is you got your bumper brackets that actually bolt to the bumper, and it bolts into these two slots. These two slots here, this one here, and this one back here bolts into these. I try to leave the brackets on the bumpers. Let's take a look at it real quick. Try to leave these on for now. When it comes time to clean those up and paint them, we'll take them off, we'll sandblast them, we'll wire wheel the interior of this, and we'll doll it up a little bit. But that's the bumper. The next, we got to take that little insert out that goes up under the bumper. This guy, he's got to come out. Once I get that out, then I can start taking my fenders apart. The inner fenders, this side's not too bad, but it's beat up. This side is like double stacked. Look at this crap. They busted it all to heck, and they just slid a different one in there with it. I don't know. I pray to gods that this wasn't a I brought it to you and paid you money to do this job. The bumper bolts on this thing were all wrong. I don't know. I'm just seeing a lot of fit and finish issues. It's not a big deal. It's stuff that it takes you that extra couple days. So we're going to get it where these are inside. We can pull this in and out. This whole thing is going to be able to drive and move. We don't care. We want these out so we can pull them inside. At some point, I'm going to have to show you guys. They did all right up here, but underneath, they got the darn thing wired up. I mean, literally like baling wire. The shroud has baling wire to the core support. So we're going to figure something out there. I can't let Ralph go out. He wants to show this car. He's paying darn good money here, okay? How much? Well, don't ask. Enough. He's paying enough that it's here for me to do it. You know, we're going to have some issues. We're going to have to hammer that out, do some welding. That part's got to come off and get stripped. So that's our next plight, is to get that apart, and then we're taking fenders off. We got to get the fenders off, we got to get them inside. We got to omit markers, we got to weld up holes. We got to get this, my goal is to get this into a surfacer, slick sand or 2K or whatever, get it to a point the metalwork's done, it's ready to be put back on the car and sanded out for the final paint. Single color paint job on the lower section. So really we should be able to paint the whole car assembled. I don't know. I haven't decided if I want to shoot these separate or not. Might be easier. We'll see. Here you are, folks. Wow, zoomed in. Sorry about that. Alright. This side I got the inner and outer fender out. I left the inner fender on this one. Jeremy's going to deal with this next week. I wanted stuff out of my way. You see some interesting aspects that they used to do. They're on both sides still, which is really nice to see. We can clean those up. You hit them with like a wire wheel, like a brass wire wheel, so it doesn't tear up the plastic. Those will look new again. All this stuff's going to come apart off of the core support. If it's not part of the core support, it's going. I don't know what he wants to do about the hood pins. We'll probably talk him into getting a new hood pin assortment so we can redo all that work, because it's really poorly done in there. But man, oh man, here we are. See, fender. Let's go inside. I got these on a stand. This one's kind of half-arsed on a stand. It's not really a stand, it's a sawhorse. My great uncle made these probably 30 years ago for my uncle. Neither one of those gentlemen are with us. Testimony. What you do today makes an impact on tomorrow. I know it's just an object, it's just a tool, it's a sawhorse, but I'll give those to my son one day. They don't seem like they would mean much, and they don't look like they mean much even to me, because I do abuse them. What you do today rings true through time. And that's why I do this. So we're looking at it. We got wowzers, all kinds of imperfections. I want to get that ground down. Start looking at these patch repairs I got to do. Section repairs to be done. That surface is really rough. I'll run over that with a DA to take those swipes that the grinder made, and that'll let me see the real texture of the steel, see what it's doing. As you know, bumpers over here, gates over here. Owner's supposed to stop by. I told him to stop by Wednesday, and I got 2 days behind where I wanted to be. That's alright. I'm where I wanted to be Wednesday now. Okay, so it's Friday. You're going to find that. You're going to watch these videos, you're going to hear that. I can stay in a relative schedule, but with any shop, things fall behind. There's always something you don't catch on to, something you don't see. Okay, folks. That's front end. We took the front end apart today. We're ramming and jamming. I'm going to get the outside prepped, and then we'll deal with the inside. I'll get that inner fender well off there too. I don't know if you'll get any more footage out of me today, but here we are.